Alright, so coming at you here today, working with this button machine. So I can take any color. I could take any color here and just stack these up. Just fold them over, stack them up. We just stack these up. As many as I want. As long as they are fit within the size of the button that I need to cut. So then I'm just going to press this down on there. And you see it's got the little stop there, and it just punches a hole right through those materials. So I got perfectly good buttons now. I need five more of these buttons. Alright, so then what I want to do, I want to switch this out. And I want to find, alright, the big button holder. So then I want to put my little end in there. Then I want to sit that there. Sit the material in there, and I want to push that in. Then all I want to do is sit this on top of there, smash it down, and I should have a perfectly good button there. So you just want to repeat the process. And like I said, I need 5 of these. So oh, I forgot to put my hand in. Called lack of concentration, but perfectly good button there. So that's the full button machine there. Like I said, it's a pretty easy process, and that's a smaller size there. So you got different size cutters that you can get. I just got these 2 certain ones here, but you know, they got different sizes that you can get. But that's it there. That's the button machine there. Alright, so also see, I had to go buy this bigger size button. They might make them even a little bigger than this, but this is the size that I had before. And that's just way too small for those Park Avenue seats. So I had to go out and especially buy the new die to press these bigger buttons in there. And this would be the perfect size to go on the seats there. So I'm in here today. I got my mother. She said, "What you used to do? You took up upholstery?"
Yeah, I took up upholstery. I'm a jack of all trades.
Master of all.
Okay. Okay, you pull it out arm length and you cut it.
So what we're doing here today is I need to get these buttons on these Park Avenue seats that I'm doing here. So
okay.
she's going to show you how to get them in place here.
You double your thread. Okay. Okay, it's 2. And you pull it here, now it's 4 layers of thread. The old-fashioned way, put in your mouth or wet your hands. You tie a knot in it, and another knot, and another knot.
You do that quick.
That's what the big Mel was saying. Now that's 4 layers of thread, and this is, I don't care how much you pull it, it ain't gonna break.
Okay.
Where you button it?
We got a button here.
Let me look at it. Okay. Go in there and look in the bottom. Oh, those are what?
Buttons that I'm hoping to hold it through from the back side.
Okay. You want to do this? You really don't need them this big. Okay.
So you took that through
Okay.
one side.
No, I put them both sides.
You took it through one side, then you brought it through the other side.
And this here is between them 2 layers of thread.
Oh, okay.
Now you're going to put it, let me have your material.
All right, let me figure out where we want to put these at now.
I really need your thread because you have that upholstery and you can double it and use an upholstery needle. You shouldn't use this needle. See, I didn't know. I
Yeah,
have
I
some
can go
straight.
down. I can go down and get some.
I have some in there, but I don't know if they're the right size. Show me what.
All right, let me come out and then we're gonna figure out where these buttons need to be placed. All right, so seeing that I didn't measure this with the original Park Avenue seats. I sold the car. Even though I took that back seat apart to look at some of this, I didn't measure where the buttons need to be. So I'm looking at that. I'm going to start 3.5 from here. And then this part here curves down. So I got to start from where it's going to curve and come about 3.5 inches. And then we got 12 inches between there and there. So we're going 6. 1, 2, 3 buttons there. And we'll probably come straight across and do 2 here. That's what I'm figuring.
Enough to test. It's like this here. I have some as old than private areas when you can't break that, so you know you cutting your hand. Okay, watch what I'm gonna do. Let me get this over here. I didn't have to pick up strings. I cut a lot of strings.
She's gonna show me how she got these buttons on here.
And I want you to see if that'll hold that and you might can save it.
That's all right. I could repress it, but I got so much
Save it
material.
if you can. You know.
I got so much material.
See how long that is? Probably a little too long. About my arm length. Okay. Okay, I'm through with that. Okay, you're gonna do it like this. Doc told me that my arms, not my arm, my bones is set up with arthritis. But I don't have no pain, thank God. I found out instead of licking, I just do this.
So you want all that on the video?
Mm-hmm. Help you.
I'm talking about
See,
your
I straight it,
arthritis.
yeah, it's okay. So they'll know I'm blessed. Okay. And I have a jar you can put your buttons in. And you can have some of them. Okay, see how I have that? Got to get all them threads in. Oh, seeing if you. Okay. If when it's heavy like that, you can't hold it out. Okay, watch how I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tie a knot in it. When it's more than one. Okay. Oh, that's the one. What is it? If I could
That's
use
the
another.
button.
See, I could have put the side, but then next time you're gonna use it, yeah, just the way I want to.
So you take it up one side, bring it down the other side.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And you don't put it in those. You put it in this one here. Even them up.
But below the knot, closest to the
Well, if I put it in here, this here still is gonna stop here. I could put it here, but it's gonna stop here anyway. So I just might as well put it here so I can. It's half them up. Okay.
So all she did here is she put that closest to the button and pulled that string through there.
Yeah, you loop it so you can pull it up and it ain't going nowhere. If you want to, you can cut that off. You really don't have to if you want to be neat about it. See that?
Nobody see it.
And
So I wonder if I should only put 5 on there. I'll put 6.
what? These,
The buttons on the.
well, you can always do. See this thread? When you double it, his 4 strings of it.
It's just laying on there.
See, if you're lucky, you get it right the first time.
Now, if you're lucky, if you're good, right? You're good.
My thing is losing stuff.
So you stick that up through, then you're gonna stick it through the button.
And I don't have to do it anymore because
And
instead
just
of going up and down.
Stick it straight down
If it's,
to the
if
bottom.
it's right here is fine, okay. If it's right there, that's still good. I want to do this here though. I want to put in one of these. Hold that back.
And put it through the button.
Okay.
Pull it through.
Make sure it's tight. Okay. Where's I'm at? Okay, you're gonna do this here. Right. Right here. All of them have to be cut.
Separate them all, okay.
See that? 4 on each side. You know what I suppose it did though. I should have took it out and put it up in there from out here, but I don't think it's going nowhere.
She just finished putting the buttons in here for me. So now I'll take it back down the basement. I probably should have put 5 buttons instead of 6, but it's a custom interior, so
If you have time,
do it the way you want to do it, you know. Alright, so now that my mom's helped me get all of these buttons and stuff on here. So now I just wanna take all of these and just spray these down because I don't want them moving around once I get this excuse me, once I get this seat cover on the cushion there. So I don't want these moving around at all. Alright, so all I want to do is just kind of stick these together. And I just want to lay them down. Like I say, just so this none of this moving. So that'll be it. Alright guys, the Park Avenue seat. Do you see what I see? I can never sing. Alright, now I got this on here, but I'm gonna have to tear it back loose. Do you see why? This here, and this is the part that I'm having the most problems with here. And this here, I forgot to even stitch these two together. It says my first time doing these. So I'm gonna have to take the cover back off of here, and I'm gonna have to work on this area in here. And this here, I didn't even sew this together. So once I get these two areas, it's not really gonna look that bad. Man, it's a hard seat to do. I done did other seats, but you know, and I create my own patterns. Simple, you know, creating from scratch. But man, trying to get these Park Avenue seats right, I'm telling you, it's something that I can tell that I'm gonna have to master if I want to make these seats look right. You know, I mean, so far I only got 2 cars that I want to put these Park Avenue seats into, but man, I'm telling you, this, and I like for my stuff to look right and be right, so you know, you just gotta keep going until I get this exactly the way it needs to be, you know. And I don't do a lot of work for other people, but maybe I need to make these just produce these seat covers and sell them when people need them. Because well, for me to master this, just trying to get 2 seats done, whoever created this was genius, man. I'm just telling you. And it should only have probably like 5 buttons or something. And I put 6 on here. You know, I like to create my own, but Yeah, I gotta get that. I gotta get that right. That should have been stitched together, and this side needs to be stitched together a little better. So I just gotta take the cover back off and let a seam out here and sew a seam up in there and get those two sides exactly how they need to be. And I think the next one is gonna be simple. You know, it's gonna get easier the more I progress into the seats. So this is just my first one. By the time I get all the black ones done for the black car, you know, by the time I do the ones for the red, I should have this mastered by then. So it's a hard seat to do, guys. I don't know. And I've been waiting on somebody to actually do video on this back in the days. And to be honest, if I had an original seat, even if it was all tore up, if I had an original seat with the pattern, the original pattern, I could do these seats perfectly. But the seats that I'm patterning this off of was not this plush, you know, it wasn't the big plush seats like this, so it's just a hard seat for me to create without having the original pattern to go off of. So, but it's looking good. It's gonna be all right. All right, guys.